There we go. Sorry, camera was falling. Not good when that happens. Okay. I think that looks okay. Anyway, happy Friday night. Let's see how this looks in just a second. I always managed to get way too much in. I want it close for you. Okay, I think that's gonna work, but I will double check that in just a second. All right, so tonight I'm going to scrapbook these two photos that came from my balcony. So thus the summer at home title. And it's a happy place. It involves, one of my favorite colors, which is aqua, lots of plants on my balcony. So I like to get this documented kind of every year. And I was thinking I'm going to use this French Kiss paper collection, which is from Doodlebug, but older. Let me see, I think 2018. So I bought this because I was going to go to France in the beginning of 2020, and it has lots of icons of France and like the Eiffel Towers on a lot of things, and I thought it would be perfect. Well, we all know what happened in 2020, so I didn't go. So I do love the colors in this collection though, so I want to use this. And I'm thinking that I'm going to sit these two photos on here, do a larger background, which I think this is something that you just saw me do, or I've been doing quite a bit up here. And then this maybe as a border strip, but the more I'm looking at this, the more I'm also thinking I might want to mat these photos on like a pink or something like that. It's calling to me, that color is calling to me with this. Now, I don't know if I even have a pink left. I have red here, but I think that's too red for those photos. And here's some white and gray. So what I might end up doing is running and grabbing my Doodlebug pink papers. Yeah, there's no pink in here, so let me just quick grab those. They're right over here to my hand. They're not that far away. And I have plenty. So I have that one, which would be great. I also have this, but I don't think I want a stripe on a stripe there, even though you'd see a minimal bit of it. Hey, Cynthia. I'd have it more something like this. And I'm thinking an intense pink because of the intense pink of the geraniums on there. Now the question is, then if I do that, do I want, do I want that dot and that dot? But there is this piece, which is a really good match. That's even a better pink. So this is the Petite Prince in Bubblegum gingham linen, and I think I really like that one the best for this particular use. The other thing I'm thinking about is that I'm going to want to separate these a little bit. Normally I butt my photos against each other, but there's so many different lines in the way the balcony is there, the decking boards there. So I'm thinking I'm going to separate those a little bit. And we'll kind of see how this lands as I do this. I'm not sure exactly like how the separation between those two is going to work. And I do have over here, so these are right here. I do have other plants, and I just didn't take the picture of those. And actually, this is cute. I didn't even realize this, but there's a wine glass here and a book I'll just bring that up. And that is pretty much what goes on here. And then the other thing is I have some rocks here. I was up at Lake Superior, oh, let me think, in early June, and I brought some back. My boyfriend found this one that looks like a foot, and I use it to weight my rug down. So I'm really loving the way this looks. Anyway, all right, so let's get that cut, and then I'll play with it and see if I want to do something different, or I'm kind of liking the way this is looking. I need to turn a light off because I'm having a hard time finding my cut lines here. Okay, so then we have this. I love the way this looks on here. And then, so it would really go like this with this blue in here. And you know, this navy and all that is in there. Or could I do something? I'm not loving these two together like that. It's almost like if I'm going to do that, they need a separation. I think I'm going back to the original idea here, where I'll use this as like some sort of piece at the top. So I'm just going to cut a 5-inch strip here, and we'll see what happens. I do love this paper on the back here. It's so pretty. Oh, that. That's a lot though. Whew. Yeah, that's pretty intense. I think I did look, there is a floral version of not this, but a floral version of the paper, and in a darker color, and I thought it was too much. That it was hard to kind of see. Okay, so then now, oh, I kind of like that. Instead of doing it where I've done it up here recently, I actually think I kind of like this down here. Now the question is though, and I wanted to get this blue in because there's that blue there. If I do if I do this across, you're going to not see very much of that at all. So I could bring in some sort of blue. I'm also going to look, there is this little blue squiggle, but if it's not kind of pulled in like on a paper, I think that's not going to make a lot of sense. Or maybe I put that behind. Not loving that. So my original idea was like this, and that, and that. I think what I'm going to do is just, I'm going to put this down because I can always turn it the other way if I decide I need to use it from the top. But let's get that down. And then I'm going to grab my giant pasta container of washi tape. And let me see if I can find something that I think would work here. I'm just looking to see if there's anything with like navy. Ooh, this is really pretty. This is not what I was thinking. But oh gosh, is that pretty. And I don't know where this is from. It doesn't bring any of that navy in though, does it? But that's pretty. I'm looking to see like some of the things that I have that have multiple colors in. Let's see if there's one. There's one over here that I'm gonna see if I can grab. There's this one. The problem with this one is I think it would get lost. Now, again, when I use this, you're only going to see a tiny little bit of this, but I think the size of this pattern is almost the same size as that flower. If this was a wider piece, I think you'd see more of it. That, and I'm going to have a hard time figuring, oh, there's the end. Do I even know? This is me and my big ideas. So if I do this, I'm just going to pull a little piece off here. I'm not sure that that even makes any... If I do 2, I also think this is not as, this is more cartoony, a little bit more cartoony, so I don't like the way that looks. I do love this washi tape, and that's just a reminder to go through my washi tape more often, because I honestly didn't know I had that in here, but that's what happens when you have as much washi as I have. There is a navy here with pink and purple. That's from one of Chamel's collections. And that has a little silver on it. So I'm wondering if I can get enough. I think this is Sparkle City. That I like a little bit better. And I think then I get a little more contrast here. And even though this isn't flowers, it kind of has a little bit of a floral look to it because of just the dots and things like that. So that I think is good. I might move this a little bit more though, so I get more. There's purple in here, but I want more of the pink to show, because where I had it, there wasn't a lot of pink showing. Okay. This is not very sticky. Now this is, I don't know how old Sparkle City is, but it's not new for sure. But this is really not sticking very well, to the point that I'm going to put some ATG on the back side of that so that stays down. I think the stuff on the front will be okay, because I'm going to be able to, I'll put the photo over the top of it. So that's nice, because that has this aqua. So let's see what happens there. So you can definitely see, you see the pink, so this is good. Except I do need to, I didn't glue this down all the way, so I need to do that, and I need to actually get this so it's actually on the proper line here. And I will do the same thing. Now it's nice when washi doesn't stick. Bella Boulevard's washi, some of it would take off, if you pulled it up, it would take off some of the paper. Okay, now I'm gonna get rid of my big thing of washi tape there. And then I'm going to hold this out just in case I feel like putting a piece up somewhere to use it to embellish from. Okay, so now I have this couple of things. I'm going to want to get more navy in here. So like I could do some love would be good. I have stars here. I don't have any navy hearts here, but I might have, I have navy hearts here. So that's good. Just trying to think of other things that I can use. There is this is kind of cute. I might actually have a bigger version of this. This little sticker of this lamppost, just because it's outside. And again, this is a Valentine's Day collection, but I'm not going to use it for Valentine's Day. Obviously, right? So like I could do that. And that takes up some dead space in the photo over there that I don't really care about. So that's, I kind of like that for that. There are plenty of those blue hearts and that kind of stuff in here. There's a bottle of wine there, which I actually could do that because that's pretty common, the bottle of wine here. There's a bird. Although sometimes the scale of that, no, because the bird is as big as that lamppost. So lots of stuff in this collection. And there's the bottle of wine, which perhaps I have, here's some of the flowers, and I think I'll pull these in because I can scatter those around. And I'll probably, I do have hearts here, but I'll probably use these hearts to pull color. Oh, that's nice because I have lots of those navy hearts there. Here's another flower. There's this big red flower, but I don't think I want to emphasize red in here. Let me see. Here's a big pink one though. Although that scale would be a little off here. If I decide not to use this and I use that wine bottle in that size, that would be good, I think. Let's see what else I have. Just looking to see hearts. Just looking to see if I have any more flowers here. And I think I have a nice big blue heart. I did at one point look at doing that too because I think that's cute, but I think that takes up too much space. Now I am going to go, there's a wine glass too. 2 wine glasses. I guess that's if I'm drinking, I can't think. Blush. Rosé. That's what I wanted to. If I'm drinking a rosé, I've got it. Interesting. I must have used a lot of these pink flowers up on something. Okay. So I think I've got a good idea there, but let's look and see. So I do have a wine bottle here. And I do have glasses. So I could do something over here, and I like the scale of this compared to that a little bit better. So I think that's good. I was gonna say there's this floral sticker, but it's a little bit too red. And I have some pink here as well too, which could be nice. So there's like perfume and candy and stuff on here. So definitely very, very like French kind of a, you know, they're trying to do a take on France here. And I did use some of this for Valentine's Day card for my boyfriend too. And then this one has lots of little stickers. So that could be a little bit useful too. And then there is, on this sheet, there is a floral cluster, and it's more blue, or more blue. It doesn't have the red in it. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah, that's not on. So let's look at, oh, there's a big version of that over here. So can I use that anywhere? I don't know that I want to cover that rock up. There's a meaning to that rock, but this could go up here maybe, or I could do something with, let's see if I can make this work down here. It's kind of cute that it is the same. Thing here. That's a little too low. It's hard for you to see this, I'm sure. Okay. I don't know. I'm not loving that so much. All right, this sticker can go back, I think. So then the question is, so there is this little heart die cut. So I could do something with that, like this. Again, I don't want to cover that rock. Or I could do it this way too. I think you know that's a heart there. I am kind of losing that back in there though. So maybe I don't need maybe I need a pink heart there if I have one. I don't know if I do or not. Let's look and see. There's this cute little pink heart. Oh, and here's a darker. These are balloons, obviously, but you're not going to know that if I do that with it. And I actually like that a little bit better. So I think this can go right there. Just trying to make sure I'm using about the same space from side to side there. And then this can come up here. Okay, that looks pretty good. So now I'll put this main cluster down here. Who knew? I would not have said I was going to be using wine bottles tonight, but that's part of the fun of this, is you discover things as you go, right? And then let's get this down. So this little lamppost. And this, for me, I have a light on my balcony, and that will remind me of reading late at night or later at night. This looks like it's not quite straight. Okay, I think that's better. So now I do need to think about getting something up there. So that blue flower would be nice right there. And I also could do another heart, but I actually like the little blue flower because it brings the flowers down. Hey, Nancy. I think I like the way that looks. Just get this in here. There we go. Yeah, I like the addition of that there. And I should probably actually put that heart down. All right, so now the question is, do I want to add a piece of that tape up here and use that? I don't think this sticker is going to work up here. That's a little busy up there. Now, I could also do something, or if I just want to leave it as it is. And I could put more tape there, but I think I'm not going to. And I definitely would not probably use a very big strip of this, probably just a little strip, longer than you see this, but just a little strip like that perhaps is what I'm kind of thinking. And the reason I'm thinking up here, instead of, a lot of times I would start it up here so that you got the diagonal, but this is a little bit higher than this, so I'm thinking then I would want to put something up over here. But let's see if I can find an AV alpha. That's going to be my next challenge, is what do I do for my alpha? Ooh, and I have a really pretty glitter alpha here that takes in the dark and the light. So the question is, can I spell... I'm not going to want to spell so I was thinking maybe balcony. So I think I'll start that over here just so it justifies to this side. I'll just make sure this works. The good news is I don't have to repeat any letters. These are from Hobby Lobby. And the glitter doesn't stick very well, just in case you guys don't like the glitter, the whole glitter thing. And what I'm thinking is I could do summer up above there. Ooh, I do have an N, thank goodness. I didn't look for that. It's the only one left, actually. I'll be MacGyvering U's pretty quickly with this one. And I like how big and bold this looks. Definitely need something up here. And I think that works. And then now a different color, and I'm thinking of going back to this turquoise color to pull that back into the top in a little bit more bold way. I obviously have it in here because those flowers are that, but I think I'd like it bolder than that. So looking to see, I should see if I have puffies from Ellie Studio here, and I think I'll call it Summer Balcony. I think, let's see, I don't think I have anything quite that blue in a puffy. I'm just looking again because I thought I had these all organized by color, and I sort of do, but they have gotten a little bit out. That's not too bad. So let's see what I think. I also have these letter stickers, which are even closer. I think this is a little green. Not that that's bad, but the question is, do they stand out better than these? These are really thin, so I might not even be able to, yeah, I can't even see that very well. So I guess we're gonna go with this puffy. These are also Ellie Studio, but they're really tiny. The other thing I could do is do this with this alpha and then just do that above there. But I think I like this, so this will work. Also pulled these Snap Studio alphas, but there aren't M's in here. Although there are W's. Let's see, I can get summer out of this one or this one. So let me see what that, I think this is just a bigger alpha. Let's see. Hard to see it here. This color is almost exactly the same as the flowers, and it's blending it a little bit more. So I think I actually am going to use this other one. And that would be good because it's using up more of this sheet. I don't know why I don't use letter stickers like this more often, because they are really lovely. I just don't. I think part of it is I tend to like things like one color, and these sheets come with like all the colors on the sheet, and so they languish in my stash until what I did is a while ago I pulled them out. So this may be hard for you guys to read. I can read it okay here. And if I think about it, I'll pull this up so you can see it a little bit better. But I can read it. Could have done it as a hot pink too. That probably would have worked as well too, but I kind of like the way that looks. It's a little more subtle. Then here's the big trick. Hey, Harmony. So here's the trick. This is one that Rachel used to do, and she learned it from somebody else. I don't remember who told her about that. But if you have stickers that don't stick, in Ellie's Studio are notorious for this, for stickers, letter stickers especially, brayer them down, and they won't do that. So Harmony, how are you doing after your loss of your dear Milo? Okay, so I think I am going to use this part of my French sticker here. Kind of looking because I'm going to cut that off. And I think that's a little too far over. I'm going to bring it back here. I don't want it to exactly line up with this, but I also don't want it to be that close. Oh, no, Harmony. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's horrid. So Harmony just said her Coco crossed the Rainbow Bridge this morning. Oh, I am so, so sorry. I can't imagine losing 2 pets like that. So as I'm doing this and being stunned for Harmony, I decided not to use this just because this is so dark that I don't think I need to. I think I can leave it just as is. And then now I was thinking, if I had I'm going to cover this, I think, just because, not that the heart's bad, the heart's fine there, but I think I would like to get a flower in here and maybe another one of these. So I'm going to cover that strategically first. And just do that. So then you don't even know that's there. And then I can add in that one. And then that brings that. Could do it over here though too. The thing I kind of like about doing it over here is then it's extending this cluster off, because right now it's lining up a lot with this one. If I do that, that brings it off a little bit. Harmony, I just can't even imagine. I'm just thinking more. Ugh, so sad. Okay, so there's that. It's hard to scrapbook when I'm thinking how sad that is, in all seriousness. Okay, now I have these hearts. I also happen to have another package, and I'm thinking I might want to get that other package out for this reason. I'm thinking I would like to add some green hearts around here and add those in. So I have 4 of them here. And I think that would be a nice little pop. Oh no, you guys. Somehow I managed to wreck my sticker here. I don't know what I did there. Oh, I think I saw it and threw it away, actually. In all seriousness. I don't know how I did that. I somehow, I looked at it and, emptied my basket, but I can't see it. I just think I thought, oh, that's nothing. All right, well, good thing that there's a second wine glass here that I'm going to go grab quickly, because that is not going to work. I did not even realize I did that. I'm glad I caught it now, though. And I need to come back in here and hide that balloon thing again. The balloon and also the... Okay, there we go. Oh, nope, that's okay, Harmony. We're here, right? That's just fine. Gosh knows I spent a good bit of 2020 sharing stuff with you guys. So that's okay. We're all friends here. And one of us is hurting. That's okay. All right, so I'm going to put that one there. Let's do a bigger one here. And I just like that little pop here. And then let's do this one here. And then I'll add this other one back up to this there. And I just realized I have left myself no place to journal here at all. Like no label or anything. So I have, you know, I could just literally journal along the bottom here. That would be very, very simple and easy to do. Seems like that could be the easy answer. I'm going to grab my LE Studio labels here though, because I do have some in that color, and I'm thinking and this might be a nice little addition here to tuck something in right there, is what I'm thinking. So these really come with 2 sheets, but I've used enough that I have just 1 sheet left. So maybe just this simple one, and I'll tuck it right. And I'm gonna have to be careful at the bottom of this wine glass because I wrecked one already. Tuck it right here. Now, again, I don't have to journal on something like this, but I like to. All right, so that absolutely does not even look like an afterthought at all, and it totally was. Let's see if I can move this a little bit differently here. There we go. I was getting a funny line there. There we go. Okay. So that made that easy, and it doesn't look like I forgot to do that. I could add, thinking if I want to add a little one like over here to add the date in, maybe, just so I have that appearing somewhere else. I don't want to cover up too much of this, but I do want to cover up some of it. There we go. Yeah, I think that's good right there, just like that. So now it looks like, really doesn't look like an afterthought because I have 2 of them. So thanks, Susan. Aw, that is just so sad. Yeah, the hard part is losing another pet 2 days after. So anyway, thanks, Susan. I think I said thank you, just in case. All right, so there's that. I don't think I'm going to do any enamel dots or anything like that because I think I already have it. I could, maybe I'm going to move this now. I'm thinking about this. Do I want to bridge that? I actually liked it better up here. I don't think that this has to be like part of this cluster. It is, but I don't think it has to be quite so much that cluster. Okay, so there is layout number 1, and y'all know I have a mess over here on my desk, right? So bear with me just a second. I need to clean up all these cute little die cuts from this collection. For those of you who have joined me a little bit later, it is, or joined us a little bit later, really, this is the French Kiss collection from Doodlebug, which is from 2018. So totally. So I turned 60 in January of 2024, so about 1.5 years, and my goal is to be in Paris on my 60th birthday, because I think that would be a heck of a way to celebrate. I have been to Europe, but I have not been to France, so I think that would be really, really super cool to do that. And I've already talked to a friend. My boyfriend doesn't really have interest in traveling like that, so, and that's fine. I'm A-okay with that. doesn't bother me that he doesn't want to do that. So, but anyway, so that is my goal. So I still plan on using all these Eiffel Towers and all that good stuff that I have from this collection. Okay, so let me just throw this on the floor, all this extra stuff, and I'll bring over the next one because I did pull out another photo to use if we had time. So I read Persuasion a couple weeks ago, and I thought, this is part of a book collection. I've read most of the Jane Austen, almost all of Jane Austen, except for Lady Something, which I think is a book that somebody else finished by her, if I remember correctly. So anyway, thank you, Harmony. I hope I do too. But I've read them all. I had them in very old paperbacks that were yellowing. And for Christmas, my daughter-in-law asked me if there was anything I really wanted or needed. And I sent her this collection of books. So I think it's about 6 of the novels. And it just feels really lovely to read them in this. So I wanted to do that. And this is the only Jane Austen novel I had not read, other than the other 2 that I told you about, that Jane Austen and, not Jane Austen, Lady Something. Anyway, hey Tammy, welcome. Okay, so let's look at this. So this is that book, and then this is a piece of Dear Lizzie pattern paper that I got at like Michael's or Joann's. I don't remember which, but it's from one of the collections. This is a Creative Memories paper here, but I thought that green went spectacularly with it. And then this navy, which I really like the idea of the navy because it brings out the navy in the book there. But I do think I need to set this book off somehow. That, I'm afraid, though, it just blends in a little bit too much. I really like the way these are looking. I pulled this so that I could use this, but I don't know. Now I'm thinking, I wonder if I could have like a greeny aqua-y paper there, because that's a technical term, or maybe just a green. Hold on a second. That would work brilliantly if this works. So this is also Creative Memories. And that I do like quite a bit. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. Is I'll just pull this. And I have no idea how I'm gonna embellish this. I don't have anything out. I do have a Dear Lizzie hashtag sticker book, so I should probably pull that. I thought I did. Wait, maybe I don't. Oh, yes, I do. Here it is, right there. Different collection, though, so this may or may not work. I do have Shamel, Vicky Booten, and Paige Evans, and I have Maggie Holmes. So any of these could work pretty well. And then I do have the Creative Memories collection that both of these came from. So I'm going to pull those out. They're not exactly the same, but I think they could work. So I'll pull those things out just to see. Like there's a leaf border here that I could use. There's a leaf border there I could use. This one actually has the birds in the photo corners. That would work with this really well. These are pretty more realistic than this is, but you know, that works. So we'll see. I think I've said this before. I don't use a ton of Creative Memories, but one of my friends who does one of the crops that I go to is a Creative Memories rep, and I like to buy some things from her while I'm there to support her business. And I do other things as well too. I do have the beautiful new Creative Memories trimmer for traveling with now. I'm just kind of looking through here to see what I could do. This is very spring oriented though, so I don't like, there's a hello sticker I could probably use, and I could probably use these bird stickers or these photo corners, but not a ton from this one. This one I do have a little journaling piece here though, so let's see if this would work. Oh, that would be good with that. I like the way that green is. There's a lot of stuff about picnics in this. That would work really well. That yellow is really a good match there. And again, this is very spring oriented because we did this in spring. I like the blissful, but the blue is wrong here. And there are some leaves and things, birds here, but they're kind of wrong. That yellow bird could work. So I'll just kind of set this aside, but that, because I think it might be nice. Actually, I could do this. It would be nice to get some more silver in here because I've got the silver on that card. So that would be a good thing. And then I could look at other things from my stash there. I need to go on a picnic with my boyfriend because there's a picnic icon there. Not that we would ever do anything like that. There's a really nice saying here that says enjoy every moment, and that would go well with this too. So that I could use. That blue isn't too bad of a match here for these floral clusters. So I think I'll pop those to the side here. And then I can always see what I can find. All right, so I think I have a good start on an idea for embellishing. I don't always come here with a plan. I did find papers, and I found a photo and papers because I was thinking I haven't used much in my Creative Memory stash. Well, I guess I did a photo, the photo collection last week, but I haven't used a ton of that. So it's kind of nice to be able to get this down. Okay, so then thinking, how are we gonna do this? Because I want this big. I want to feature this big, but I also like this and this too. And it feels funny just to like do a piece and a piece. Need to cut this off a little bit. It's not going to be completely even, but that's okay. All right. So I could, here, maybe this is what I need to do. So use this as a frame, and then I could pull this in somehow, like maybe as a banner or something. Let's get the frame figured out first. And like I said, this is from a paper pad. So I'm going to trim this down to 11 3/4 by 11 3/4. Or 11 1/4, I'm sorry. And I'm looking at how I'm trimming this because I want to keep as much of those 3 big roses as I can. So there we go. And I know I'm, quote, wasting this beautiful navy blue piece behind, but I have so much paper in my stash and I have used this a couple of times already, so I don't feel so bad about that. This is the really thin paper and it does need to be reinforced. This is actually pretty good. This is from an older 12 by 12 pad. Okay, so we have that and that. I'm going to go back to that my Dear Lizzie paper folder again and see if I can find anything with that blue color again. It just feels like, I don't know, like I need something. So I have this paper, which I think is, I don't like the stars, I like the color. I do have that paper though, and that could be a good, I'm thinking about layering behind the photograph is what I'm thinking about doing. So just quick taking a peek. I have this, but I think it's a little bit, and this matches this collection. What is this collection? I can tell you. Oh, Saturday. But I think that the pattern here is too open with the scale of that. I also do have this gradient, which matches that. So that I like as well. And this is a good match to that green, but I already have this green here, so I think no to that, but that would have been a good match if I hadn't found the other one. Okay, so let's see how we can make these work. And maybe if I did like the lighter gradient behind there, and then that one, and then that one. That's what we're gonna do. So I'm going to do what Shamel does and just put it down, and then I'm going to cut it. And we'll see how I do, because I am not Shamel by any means. And I'm not really cutting the way I'm supposed to, because I should be moving my paper and not my arm. That's better. Okay, so we have that one on. Now maybe a bigger, wider border here. I need to move this because it's not anywhere near even. It's not that I want it even, but, and then let's see. Okay, actually this is going to need to come down a little bit because I want to be able to have that behind. So let's see how thin I need to get this. But I don't want it to be as thin as the other two borders in there. I'm thinking I only want a really narrow border of that aqua. Oh, but I'm not going to get it. Ah. Okay, we're going to have to go to a very narrow border of the green. Really narrow. This is something you won't see me do very often because I'm definitely a trimmer girl, but every so often I like to challenge myself to do something different. Okay, now can we get the aqua? Yes. I was trying to figure out what this was. They look like rubber ducks. It's Shamel's head. Oh, it's not Shamel's head. It's the Dear Lizzie head here. Okay, and this, the way this is coming out, you're not even going to really know that there's words behind here because it's just going to look like a tone-on-tone design. And what I really should have done is inked all my layers here. Now I should come back and do that, which that's asking for trouble. And I did just go ahead and trim this very last layer. So, okay, and I'm liking the way that looks. It's almost like I feel like I should have a navy in there now. Can I get a navy out of here? I think leave it alone, Kelly. I could bring that pink back in too. This is so much darker than the other layer. And these layers all feel like they're about the same, and I don't love that. So I'll just quick get this on. Okay. I think this actually blends back in a little bit better too. I'm not totally loving all these layers, but maybe if I ink them, I'll feel a little bit better. So let's see. And I just kind of made a mess out of that. And maybe that's it. Once I ink all these, then they'll all have the same kind of look to them. And maybe that's what this needs. So I'll just go side to side here. Sorry, this is really exciting. So tomorrow I get to go, we're gonna go up to a friend's house that's a little ways away from here and to a resort area near us and go see one of my favorite bands with my best friend and her husband. So that'll be fun. All about the summer stuff. And I was looking at, Facebook did a memory today, and 5 years ago today, we were at the concert where we saw that band together the first time 5 years ago today. So I just think it's ironic that we're doing that this weekend, and we're going, and then we did it 5 years ago. So that'll be something fun. Okay, I'm trying. And does everyone have their Mega Millions ticket? This is your reminder. I think you have about an hour and a half. So I was talking about this with the client, I think before the drawing the other night, or it was after the drawing the other night, and she said, well, I guess you didn't win Mega Millions. And I said, no, because I would not be here if I had. I love all my clients, but okay, that's not good because I now have ink splotches on my paper here. We'll see how bad it is. I have it up here too. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I love all my clients, but I'm pretty sure I would not be working if I won $1 billion. Susan doesn't play the lottery. I don't play Susan unless it gets really big, and I usually buy 1 or 2 tickets because I figure it's less than the price of a latte, which I would be doing anyway, or you know that I do those. Okay, so I'm just taking this and I just kind of put it around here. Now the question is, oh, here's one bad thing is this is kind of off-white. Well, it's not kind of, it is off-white. I don't love that that sits there like that either. Looking to see if I've got a better blue one that I like better. To bring blue back in here. This one actually kind of works too with the, because I can talk about not just the book, but also the gift here. And I like getting some blue back in this layer up here. So I think this will live to see another day. I'm gonna tuck this in a layer here maybe. Maybe use some yellow here. I'm trying to soften the edges of this a little. This is sticking to this card though, and I don't want it to do that yet. So I'm going to try to tuck that in. Yeah, all right. So now I'll ink this edge. So I am not going to be here next Friday. It will not be because I'm not doing it just in case you think I've won the Mega Millions jackpot. I've got a plan for the next 2 Fridays, so I know I'm not going to be here the next 2 Fridays. One of them involves a really big class that I need to take, and I'm pretty sure I'll be home by that time, but I am going to be exhausted because I'm taking a 4-day class, which is like trying to cram a semester class almost into 4 days. So, and next week I'm going to be scrapbooking with a really good friend of mine. We haven't done it, and we haven't scrapbooked together in about a year. And so we were saying that we need to do it, and so we're going to be doing that. So I will be here, but I will be scrapbooking. Okay. I think that works. Let's just get it down, right? I would like to find some yellow. And it's kind of nice that I'm using some of these pieces because that will help get the cream in here. I don't know that we want to do Hello Sunshine. I could do this little flower here. Let's try. I also can look in my books to see if I can find anything. So then I'm thinking could stick this one up here with some leaves, and that gets that green in here and the silver. Okay, so that may be there. But let me grab my Dear Lizzie book here, sticker book, and see what we can find. So there's hearts, there's stars, there's actually kind of a nice little, oh, this is a whole thing that says she's a wildflower, but I'm thinking a yellow flower like that would be good. Yes, Susan, I think it is going to be fun. It'll be good for us to do it. Here's a flower. Maybe I'll see if I can tuck this. Not sure I'm going to like it layered. I might just put it back up on top again. Sometimes I like to layer them like this. This is also not being very cooperative. Actually, I think that's okay. We'll do that. And then this one up here. And then, I'm glad you guys can see this because you can see as I'm picking and choosing. Maybe something up here, but maybe not. Oh, they have this. I like this little cardinal. The problem is the cardinal is probably going to get lost. Actually, let's layer him right there. Or not, maybe not. I like the idea and then I put it down and I don't love the idea. And this is one of those, this is one of these things I will never understand why they do make clear stickers. Trying to get his little feet. Okay, there. I like that better. So that's just a little detail. And I could add some red in here because I think, yeah, there's like stars and hearts. Still looking to see if there's something I want to put back behind here. I was thinking like maybe a little navy frame here. Or even this little scallop. It's really almost impossible to get these off of here though. And I'm just looking for color again. There we go. So this one, can we do that? Okay, so I think I have this sitting right there. I don't want to see the writing, but I want to see most of the color here. Okay, so that's good. I'm just going to put this flower down so I don't lose it. Okay, and then I have the two leaves here. Yeah. So you just get a little hint of that behind there. I could have also done that in navy and you would have seen it better. That's again one of those details that I can see fairly well, but you're probably not seeing very well at all. I'm going to play with this navy too. Oh, I think I actually like this better. And the sticker just kind of stuck funny, so I might as well use it. There. So you do kind of actually see this other one behind there a little bit better. I'm going to pick this up so you guys can see this. Hopefully you can see that. So you can kind of get that. And then maybe I should look at doing one down there. Because otherwise, you're not going to see. So these are so hard to see when you use pattern paper. So I guess using this is kind of like something a little subtle. Now, the thing I tend to do when I have something like this is I put it on top of a piece of white paper and then I put it down. This is totally asking for trouble, but I'm going to do it anyway. As I try to get this to sit down. There. And then you get that little detail of the yellow and navy flower, and there's the yellow flower up there, so that even makes more sense. Now, let's see, anything else I want to use in here? I don't have a title on here, do I? I'm a rebel. Oh, Susan, that makes me laugh so much. I'm such an oldest child rules follower, it's not even funny. But there's an idea about how to use up those clear acrylic stickers. So hopefully I help some of you because it's a pain. Now, here I am, little rule follower. I don't mind these edges up somewhat, but they're up too much for me. So you have to sit through the pain of that. Okay, there we go. Just trying to think. I mean, I could do something up here with one of these stickers. I already have all that spot to journal there, though. Oops. Here's the other thing with these hashtag sticker books. They're so thin and so easy to rip like I just did. Yeah, I don't think I like that. Anyway, I can kind of hide that if I need to. Looking to see if I have any stickers that are flowers anymore to maybe put, I don't know, in here. And if I don't, that's fine. I've also used these as like layering elements behind too, because I don't know what you do with those otherwise. Oh, and here we could get the hearts. Actually, what would be really helpful here is I have tiny little heart glue dots. I hope they're tiny enough anyway. To use for these. And they are not. Maybe there. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna cut this in half. Oh, you guys, this is crazy. You are too, Susan. I just realized that you've said that. So I always laugh about oldest children following rules and all that. So I am such an oldest child. Okay, so cut that in half. Then I'm going to put one of those up here somewhere. There. And I have my little guy there. Okay, so title. Now I could bring in, I do have a silver alpha. So I can do this. I read Persuasion because there's something around the book community called Jane Austen July. And so I read this book for that. I don't have an A, so I'm going to MacGyver. So I'm just going to do J.A. July here. And then I think that'll be a nice way to bring the silver back in here because I have it in, I have it here. I don't have any down here now that I look at that. I will get the A done, but I don't think I want to bore you guys with make me watch cut. Oh wait, actually here might be able to do it without cutting anything. Yeah, I can't. I'll do this after I shut the camera off. I don't want to bore you while I cut that up. And let's see, if I had a 22, I'd do that, but I don't have any 22s. I'm just thinking how I could do a little bit of silver. There are little dots for periods here, so I think I'm going to add those in. Just like I would be using an enamel dot, just to make sure I get some silver down here. It's hard to see these, they're so little. But I'm okay with it, okay. And then just one more. Oops. And I have one attached to, this is long hair fun. Oh my gosh, yuck. Oh, Susan, middle child, retired teacher. God bless you. My mom was a teacher. All right. There we go. So now we got the silver in. That was a good catch last minute, if I do say so myself. All right. So there is that one. And like I said, I'll come in and I'll get that A filled in, but I don't want you guys to have to watch me do that. That's going to be boring. It was boring enough that you had to watch me do the other piece of it. And then I'll do some journaling there. If I could find a little, I wonder if I have a little flower that I could put near that guy. Really, it would be better if it was yellow. And I don't think I have any, yeah, I don't have any yellow flowers because that would be kind of cute. I have yellow hearts, but that might be, yeah, I don't like that. And I try to avoid putting stuff on the back sides of animals. That's just my little thing. So I guess he's not getting a heart or a flower. Because I don't think I had any more flowers here in that yellow. No. All right. That's good then. It will be done then. All right. So there's that layout with all the Dear Lizzie, old Dear Lizzie product. And then this is the one that I did first with the Doodlebug French Kiss. And Harmony Linus is saying hello and telling you how sorry he is. He's crying right now. So, poor boy. Anyway, so that's it. So I won't see you guys for... It's not boring. I'm entertaining. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you guys think so. So, all right. So there are the two layouts. And I like, again, how this is very kind of cartoony and graphic. And this is watercolory and just very different looking. And in the end, I am glad I inked these edges because I think that brought that paper back. I probably could have trimmed this one down a little bit from where it is, but it's fine. I think it really sets that off and focuses your eye back to the photo just because there's so much going on. And I have to remember to do this with these clear stickers, to just use them underneath things like that where you can't really see, like, because these all had words on them. I'm like, what am I going to use that, you know, when am I going to have just the right phrases for that? Or, you know, when I'm going to be able to use those phrases. So anyway, all right, you guys. So know me for the next 2 weeks. I'll see you in 3 weeks. If you are watching me at some point, I think I've mentioned this, the 2-page layouts on Tuesdays are going to stop for a little while. And that's just because I was trying to finish up my grandkids' books. And I was really scrapping whatever photos I had for those books. So those really stop. But they will start again in August for sure. For those of you who really like 2-page layouts, don't despair. 2-page Tuesday will take a little bit of a break and then it will come back for sure. So I wanted to let you guys know that. It's just I was out of 2-pagers to do for 2021 for them, and it was a big goal of mine to get it done. So I have all the major layouts done. I still have to do that collage layout. I just haven't had time to get the photo collage together. So that's all. So thanks. Thanks, Susan and Tammy and Nancy and Harmony, and I'm sure all of our hearts go out to you guys. And I will see you again in 3 weeks, you guys. Thanks for joining me tonight. Bye, everybody.